All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so BLCS is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%, aka fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of every 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women that see our ad actually have a non-zero chance of actually buying from us. So we gotta get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, so we maximize the number of women who actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us, and we got to get above 6%. 6% is literally the minimum. That is the lowest we should ever be, and that's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, this is super common. Unique CTRL under 6% is because everyone I'm seeing is making these same mistakes, but nobody knows that they're making the mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. All right, so overall, we got our universe starting here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Next, we also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch of times. It's worked every time. And the way treatment works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, and we leave the original and we actually do Boudoir Pico treatment on the duplicated ad, which takes about a week. At the end, we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes and we achieve PCA, pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Now, basically, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So here we go. My residency, first part of it. Go out there in the wild, find a Boudoir Facebook ad, bring it back to the hospital, test it. We found the first one had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So took that, treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, if they were spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And that difference, that delta, 3,700 bucks a month, they no longer have to spend. You can just keep it in the pocket every single month, 3,700, 3,700, 3,700. At the end of 12 months, it's like a 40K kind of phantom bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, whatever, back in their pocket that they didn't have to do no extra work for. Second part of my residency, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL is 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the treatment though. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. 84%. And as a result, we are actually increasing. Well, that means that if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend $1,600 a month on with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So that's $8,400 a month savings. They no longer have to spend, eliminate that. That was all being wasted back in the boudoir photographer's pocket every single month. And it was like a phantom profit, a Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like a 100K bonus back in their pocket that they no longer have to spend. Finally, we got had a patient come through to my hospital, and his unique CTRL is 5.03%. So again, unique CTRL under 6%, BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. But we know what to do. We got the treatment, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if you spend 10 grand a month on that original, you now only need to spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Now, as a result, the $6,700 a month is literally, back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket because they don't have to spend it. Have like a phantom bonus, like a Boudoir Pico bonus. And after 12 months, it's like 80K extra bonus. So after doing this a bunch, we found out the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And as a result, look at these numbers right here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And take the average of these numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So wasting about 50% of its ad spend, that means if spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then they are literally 5K is being wasted every single month. We can eliminate that, eliminate 100% of that. So approximately 5K is being wasted every month. We can put that back, approximately that amount back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket by having them no longer need to spend it. No longer need to spend that. So it'd be, again, a phantom profit, like a Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like 60K phantom profit, 60K Boudoir Pico profit. All right, so now we're going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. First thing I'm seeing, got the below creative cluster mistake. False belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're believing that everything Facebook tells us or recommends us to fill out for our ad is the best thing for us to fill out and not the best thing for Facebook when we fill it out. So it screws us because it causes way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And Facebook on the back end gets richer because the more women scroll by our ads per unit time, the more ads Facebook can serve per unit time, and they make more money when they do that. So we never want to make this mistake. Next mistake, or next thing we look at, creative. We got the looks like an ad mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like Boudoir Facebook ads because that's what everyone else's Boudoir Facebook ads look like, so everyone else cannot be wrong. Can they? Well, in every Boudoir Facebook ad I've tested and the backends I've looked at, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because they're making some or all of these three pre-click mistakes. So the consequence of making this mistake is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, going to look at this See More headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook Newsfeed Mobile. We're only utilizing 2 lines here. Want to win a Boudoir session? What if you never feel ready but do it anyway? All right, so that's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe we set enough context to get the optimized number of right women clicking on our ads. But in fact, we're lacking a ton of context here, and we're actually going to get way more women scrolling by our ads than necessary who could have been perfect if we had not made the lack of context mistake, and who actually would have clicked in and had a chance to buy from us. And as a result, this pulls our unique CTR under 6%, and it actually increases the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So after looking at all these things, so my diagnosis, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, aka a unique CTRL under 6%. Yes, I do. So I believe the unique CTRL of this one is under 6%. And it can be solved though. So if you're a BLCA, a Boudoir low click advertiser, with BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, your Boudoir Facebook ads are have a unique CTRL under 6%. And you're taking a look at the marketplace. Well, I you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads. And you're taking a look at the marketplace, seeing, it's become more and more saturated with more and more boudoir photographers day after day. Seems like anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they throw up their Google My Business profile saying they got, they're now a boudoir photographer. And anytime someone gets a new camera, they're posting in the mom group saying that they're now a boudoir photographer and offering sessions. So you see it's getting more and more competitive. And you're also seeing, more inflation, just cost of living going up. And so you've been optimizing other parts of the business, pulling more profit out of same effort or, same inputs. And you're actually increasing, you're already doing that in other parts of the business, and you decided you now want to do it with your Facebook ad portion of the business because you've seen that that Boudoir Pico can save, on average, eliminate 5K a month in wasted spend. And actually, you can, you can keep, you can pocket that approximately 5K a month and no longer wasted spend. That'd be like 60K over the next year, over the next 12 months. And you can actually, so that's an outcome you want. And you want to achieve pre-click alignment in your Boudoir Facebook ads and become a dominant Boudoir advertiser and achieve Boudoir brain entry boost. Because you need that on your way to become the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM, and when my new patient intake's open, shoot me a DM. My DMs are closed right now, but shoot me a DM when my new patient intake is open, and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.